last night.
Nope, it did. Nope, it did. It worked. All right, there we go. How's it going, everyone? It's funny, actually. So I started stream and just like totally forgot to plug. It's been so long since I've done a live stream that I forgot to plug in my mic. So I'm like getting ready. You know, we got like about a minute before the countdown ends, and I look up and I'm like, oh my god, my mic is still there. So I had to rush. I wasn't sure if it was gonna work or if I was gonna have to cut stream and redo everything. But yeah, how's it going? What's up, Cheryl? How you been? Long time no see. But yeah, how's it going, everyone? It has been a while. I don't know. I think I got new glasses since last time I streamed. I have a beard now. Only got the beard until the end of November. No shave November in full effect. Not that I need to do this or anything, but you know, it gives me an excuse. I like having a beard every once in a while. Look like a distinguished gentleman. Let me fix this. There we go. All right. So, not much intro needed today. I think we're just going to be doing our normal stuff of hopping into Knockout Tour, and then we are going to be... What am I doing? Oh shit, that's the wrong thing. It's not the wrong thing. It's just I have an extra overlay here. I've been working on Hollow Knight Silksong, so I've been trying to do like as much of that game hitless as I can. Oh yeah, how's that going? How's the recovery going for you? I remember we talked about it before, but we're gonna just do some Knockout Tour while we wait. you know, kind of see what goes on, see if anybody hops in, and if people are interested, we'll do some viewer races. I know, right? I feel like Cheryl's like a minor celebrity in this stream. No, not that one. You guys know what time it is. No, we're doing, I think this is actually my favorite Daisy outfit. It's the cutest one. Mario Kart Tour. If you're talking about this one, I think I really kind of am not a fan, is basically the way the way I would describe my own feelings. I'm actually working on, so I keep saying this, right? Eventually I'm gonna have to actually make a video, otherwise people are gonna stop believing me. But I actually am working on a script right now that's kind of a review like 5 or 6 months out. You know, what are my thoughts on the game overall? Because, you know, I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's like a terrible game or anything like that. But, you know, I think during the, you know, 6 or 7 years that I was super into Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you know, I didn't even care what else came out. Like, I think I took maybe like one break when Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the second game in that trilogy, came out, that like I took a month or two long break to just play that game, and then I like didn't play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for a while. But I had already basically made all of basic training by that point. I think I had made pretty much all the videos that I wanted to make about that game, and so like, you know, I didn't even care what else had come out, you know, like in addition to aside from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Like, that's the only game I want to play. But this game, I mean, part of it is just that like this year has been a super crazy year for video games. Like I played Silksong as soon as that dropped. I just got finished playing Clair Obscur Expedition 33, which is also amazing. And it's like, you know, there's so many good games, and this game just doesn't kind of have what it takes to keep, you know, the attention going the way that, you know, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe did. So it's not terrible though. Just get the fuck away from me. But it's not terrible. It's just like, it is not, it doesn't have that kind of, you know, what's that thing that people say in French when they want to sound smart? It doesn't have that je ne sais quoi. It doesn't have that I don't know what. It's missing that spark, that flair that kind of keeps me as crazy in love with this game as I was with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But I do have like some thoughts on like why that is, and I think, you know, there's a lot of people that I've seen just kind of say, oh, you know, if they just gave us I said this before, right? If they just gave us an option for playing the intermission track, or for getting rid of the intermission tracks, and if they just gave us, you know, like, the fuck, dude? So if they just gave us more options for playing the normal lap tracks, and, you know, if they, you know, if they just made these like small tweaks, I think it'd be one of the best games. I was of that opinion for a while, but like having like actually spent a lot of time playing just like normal races, like both just online and the Discord server, it's like I kind of feel like you could have an entire game mode dedicated to the lap tracks, and I think the game would still just feel flat in comparison to 8 Deluxe. So I think it is actually missing some things that are kind of fundamental, and it's not clear to me how to like fix that. Like, I think if you gave this game like 10 more tracks, that's what it was, you know, add a few more tracks and give us options for playing the lap tracks, and I don't think that stuff would like quote unquote save the game. I don't think this is ever going to be like a dead game, because it's Mario Kart and people are going to play Mario Kart forever. But, you know, I don't know, man. I'll eat my words, I guess, in a year or two's time, but I would be very surprised to see like a bunch of new creators pop up in this game or the existing creators maintain their like level of viewership that that they have right now. You know, I've been paying attention to some of the metrics on other channels, and I've kind of seen, you know, I've seen the numbers kind of stagnating a bit, and it's like, I don't know. It feels like that shouldn't be the case. It feels like the big creators should have kept, like, should have grown a lot more than they did in terms of viewership, because they're playing a new game. It's a new generation of Mario Kart fans, and that just hasn't really happened. So I think I'm gonna pass this. Yeah, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna like pass this item set, and then we're just gonna like shock everyone. This was probably a mistake. Come on, there we go. That was way too close, actually. But I just needed to stay in. But yeah, it's like, I just think that I think they made a couple, so they took risks, right? I don't want to make it sound like, I don't want to be like a huge downer. Like, I think they took some risks with this game, and I don't think all the risks paid off in the ways that they thought they would. I think, me personally, having not playing Lounge at all, you know, 24 players just doesn't feel that fun for me. It doesn't feel that fun for me because it's really just focused on like item skill. There's just so much shit going on all the time that you really can't focus very much on your actual driving. You know, even on the intermission tracks and on the, you know, more traditional 3-lap tracks. So it's like that, I think, is kind of a big problem. It just feels not very fun to just be constantly having boomerangs and fire flowers and ice flowers and super mushrooms just shoved up the general vicinity of my ass every 5 seconds when I'm playing this game. And the other thing is, they really banked on the open world, but I don't think it's too late to change the structure of the world the way it is now, you know. That's kind of my thought. It's not as exciting as I think they thought it was going to be. Oh, fuck me, dude. No, don't run into him. I might be cooked here. Even if I'm not cooked, I'm not gaining any spots for this. This is like the worst. Ah, shit. Why am I so slow? Hurry up. This could be interesting. I think I'm gonna, yeah, I need to like make some moves to get up here. I can't be hanging out too far in the back anymore. We'll see what happens here. Mega Mushroom is a pretty solid pull. I'm gonna pass this item set and then use my bill, because I kind of suspect that. Yeah, so these people are bagging. I'm gonna use it now. What I'm kind of banking on here is somebody using a shock like now. No, that's not happening, I guess. I was hoping somebody would use a shock right there and then I'd be able to kind of get in there, but, you know, didn't happen. Which is fine. Alright, so let me see what happened. Let me see, catch up on chat. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see, Mario Kart Tours of Casca. So, yeah, don't like the mechanics of Ms. MK. Yeah, I that's the main thing. The other thing is, like, I don't think... So, I think that the other gamble they made was, like, simplifying the driving a lot in favor of the new kind of mechanics. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I think it could have worked, but again, it doesn't, for me, it doesn't work because of just how chaotic everything is. Like, and also, like, you know, I've seen a lot of posts on Twitter of people being like, look at this cool, like, shortcut I did on this intermission track. Like, it's fucking crazy. And it turns out that, like, this shortcut, the items that you need to do a lot of these shortcuts, it turns out it's faster to just like mushroom through the off-road than to do all this like weird shit. And And so like I don't think that they gave us enough reason to like make use of the new mechanics outside of time trials. So, you know, I think that that's the one aspect that I feel like could be better. Like I think that that could potentially be fixed with like different tracks or whatever, but yeah, it just doesn't do it for me. And like I said, you know, the driving also just isn't as fun. Like the tracks are set up, like the driving is simplified because they designed the tracks around all the new gimmicks, but again, the new gimmicks just aren't that useful. Like you know, we're not playing a Tony Hawk game, right? We're playing a racing game, and if these new mechanics just aren't as fast as just, you know, driving around, then I don't want to use them. So anyways, that's kind of the point. This game's Rainbow Road. This game's Rainbow Road is like solid. I really liked it when I first played it, but it does feel way too long for me now. And then I also just saw Cheryl's message about Silksong. Silksong is definitely very hard, but it's fun. I honestly, like, my opinion on it's funny because like I only played Silksong. I never played the original Hollow Knight. I only played Silksong because, you know, just everybody was talking about it. And, you know, I was honestly kind of a hater when it first came out. I was like, this game fucking sucks. It's like the things about it, like the difficulty that it has is just not fun. The run backs really suck ass. I'm tired of having to fucking, you know, run back to these bosses over and over again. How does this guy roll up on me when I'm just like driving straight with coins? I don't understand. Anyways, and then like, as I got closer to finishing Act 2, I was like, you know what? Okay. I realize now what this game was going for. I kind of get it. You know, it's a solid, you know, 7 out of 10 for me. Like, I think it could do some things differently. And then, like, as I played it more and more, I'm like, you know, actually the game's pretty solid. Like, I give it like an 8.5 out of 10. And then, I started trying to do like get the achievements and do like a Steel Soul achievement, and I was like, this is the best game I've ever played in my fucking life. It's like so good. It is actually one of my favorite games I think that I've ever played. It is really that good. But it's very hard. It's not for everybody. I can understand why people would not like it. If I could improve things in Mario Kart World, what would it be? So like, I wouldn't. It's hard to say. Because like I think it's hard to fix Mario Kart World because there's just like the game is how it is. It's designed the way it's designed, and it's never going to be the kind of game that I personally want it to be. Like, it's never going to have the stuff that makes it as fun as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was for me. I think their best bet is, like I said, designing more fun intermission tracks. If they're going to make the intermissions. And again, it's too late. There's 200 of these fucking things in the game, and they're not that fun. So like, I think what they should have done, I'm gonna go over this in a video that I'm working on. I have a script maybe about 40% of the way done for this, but basically, I knew it, you fuckers. But basically, like, there's some interviews with the developers where they specifically talk about, you know, oh, you know, we realized that when you have these tracks, like we wanted to put a lot of twists and turns like we have in previous games. They specifically said previous games, you know, previous Mario Kart games have focused really heavily on drifting and driving. And when we tried to do that with this big overworld that we had, it felt like it was too confusing to go from point A to point B. So we had to make these intermission tracks that had these kind of longer straightaways so you could actually see where your destination was at. I disagree with that, but that's what they said. And then they also said, but, you know, we also felt like just driving in a straight line wasn't fun. They actually said this in an interview, like, we felt like driving in a straight line wasn't fun. So what we did, is that's what gave us, you fucking dickhead, Dylan. I hope you get fucking knocked out here. I'm gonna knock you out if I can. Come here, Dylan. Oh. Hold on. I had to focus up for a second there. So they said, like, you know, So we specifically designed the new gameplay mechanics, like the rail rides, the wall rides, and the whatever else it is, the charge jumps. All that stuff was designed to make those straight line tracks more fun to play on, so that you could actually have, so you actually had stuff to do while you were playing on these. So like they are aware of what the potential problems were with these tracks, and they specifically designed them to not have to not be boring. But again, the main issue is that it's just not very, they're not, most of the time that stuff isn't faster, right? So like most of the time it's faster to just drive straight and to not hit up the rails and the wall rides. So that's a really long-winded way to say that, like, I think that what they should have done, if they wanted to follow this design philosophy and they really just didn't want to have, and they wanted to keep the same mechanics but make the game fun, they should have made the intermission tracks more fun. There are some intermissions that have more twists and turns that actually, like, it doesn't really matter if you can see your destination, right? Like, I don't really care if I can't see where point B is at when I'm like closer to when I'm just leaving point A, because, you know, make them more fun, because they're just like not. So what can they do now though? I really don't know. They added way too many intermission tracks that all play exactly the same, and it's not very fun. So it's like, I'm being a little bit harsh. Like, the game is fine. It's just that you've seen everything you need to see, and you've seen everything there is to see in the game pretty early on. Throw that shit. I dare you. I double dare you. Anyways, I'm trying to focus up here. Oh, dude, you know, I would really like a little bit of extra notification when they're gonna do something like that. No, I'm screwed. Oh, can I make it? No, I'm cooked. Exactly, right? That's exactly the point, right? Which is like, they're like, look, we acknowledge this is a problem. Here's our solution, but their solution sucks. That's basically like how I feel about the game. I just messed up on that one. I should have like did a different drift there. But like, yeah, so now as for like how can they fix it now, like I think what they should do is they should, I mean, it's hard to say, right? It's hard because people have found strategies that are just kind of crazy. They should rebalance the item system for 12 players, and they should make they should they should rebalance the item system under the circumstance, like where you have 12 players, because like right now 12 player races don't feel fun at all to me either. So but yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, I think the game is just how it is. I don't think there's any fixing it. I haven't played Lounge at all in Mario Kart World. I have no interest in playing Lounge in Mario Kart World. But like, I don't want to, again, I don't want to be too harsh on them, because like, I think the reason why the game isn't as fun as its predecessor is because its predecessor was like peak Mario Kart, right? I think that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is like about as perfect of a representation of what Mario Kart is supposed to be as any game in the series. Like, it's just there. It's the perfect evolution of Mario Kart. So if they want to make a new game, it has to go somewhere. They have to do something new and different. And I think that the reason why this game isn't as fun is because like the things they tried just didn't work that well for me. But like, I want to give them credit for trying, because I think it's like a really solid effort, and it's not like it's a bad game. Don't throw those backwards. I knew you were gonna do it, you asshole. It's fine. I'm so dead, dude. I just want to survive. Oh no, dude, I'm so dead. Let me through, let me through. Oh no, dude. I don't want to get knocked out already. Oh no! Oh, I'm dead. I'm so dead. This is way too close. But like, to be clear, right? I have like, I don't know, almost 200 hours in this game, I think, and about half of that was spent in Knockout Tour. I think, you know what I think they would actually keep the game going is more customization in Knockout Tour. If there were more Knockout Tour rallies and you could like create your own custom rallies, I think that would go a long way to making the game more fun, because I think Knockout Tour is the best part of Mario Kart World. I think Knockout Tour is like the one thing that they tried that just was like, that actually crushed it pretty hard. It still has a lot of the problems of, you know, the regular races with like the drive forward simulators, but it does a lot of things differently that make it not super obnoxious. Yeah, I mean, like, that's one thing. Like, I think there's a lot of single player stuff that also just kind of sucks. Like, there's definitely, like, you know, I want to give them credit for, you know, making an attempt at doing something interesting with the game. But there's also just some stuff that it's like, it's just objectively worse about this game. What the fuck, guys? Well, I'm out of here. Well, that sucks. Anyways, what was I saying? I fucking hate the super mushrooms, man. I hate them so much. And what was I gonna say? Now I understand the idea that Knockout Tour feels like stitched intermissions, but with intermissions, what I would say is that I would actually phrase it the other way. I would say that intermissions feel like shitty versions of Knockout Tour, because it's like a Knockout Tour with one round. It's like a rally with one round instead of 6. But that, like, the way that Knockout Tour like progressively eliminates people and also rewards you more for finishing in higher spots at each checkpoint, I think actually makes it like more fun than the intermissions, which is like, let me just hang out in the back the entire race and hopefully pull a lightning or a dodge. Like, there's a lot less skill involved, I think, in intermission racing than there is in Knockout Tour. When it comes, because both of them are like pure item management, right? There's no real driving that you have to do. But the way, like, the expression of item skill, I think, is just better in Knockout Tour. So yeah, I think more customization for Knockout Tour, more rallies, custom rallies. There's a lot of that's what I was gonna say. There's a lot of single player stuff that's just worse in Mario Kart World. Why don't any of the rallies unlock anything for you? Why doesn't beating the time trial staff ghosts unlock anything for you? Why does free roam like literally only reward you with stickers that you can't even hardly see on your cart? That stuff all just really sucks, and it makes it like not fun. It makes it like not a fun single player experience, like, at all. And it also means that like there's no point to doing any of that stuff. Like, for me, you know, I know that the gold combo in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe like kind of sucked, but it was still cool to be able to unlock and be like, look, dude, I unlocked all the gold stuff, right? And you had to play the entire game to do that, right? You had to play 150cc, you had to play 200cc, you had to beat all the 150cc staff ghosts, and you had to collect coins, so you just like had to play the game a lot. And, you know, most people are gonna try to go online because they're gonna be like, well, I don't want to just grind, you know, GPs offline to get my coins. So it's like, you know, you were essentially like not forced, but if you wanted to unlock like all the gold stuff, like, you had to play the entire game. And not only that, But like, you know, time trials are super beneficial for succeeding in online in a way that just isn't the case for Mario Kart World. So it's like time trials feel like a completely disconnected game mode from the rest of the game. Free roam feels like a completely disconnected game mode from the rest of the game, you know? And it's like all this stuff just feels super disconnected in a way that like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe didn't. Yeah, that's something I think just sucks. I think you should be able to see what the players in front of you are holding. It's really dumb. That's a really stupid change. I also think that the way they handled lightning really sucks in this game too. I really, really hate the fact that lightnings gives everybody behind the person who used it a free dodge. I think that is actually one of the things that makes Knockout Tour really shitty. Is that like, you know, you get a Bill and a lightning, use your lightning to gain a few spots, and then, oh shit, no, I'm dead, dude. Oh, dude. See, like, I just got a free dodge for no reason, and now I'm gonna, like, be way ahead. Not way ahead, but I'm gonna not be at risk of getting knocked out at all. But yeah, it's so stupid. Like, it's, you know... I think that one of the things about Lightning in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was that because it hit everybody, you didn't want to just hold on to all your, like, speed items, right? Like, you know, what I'm gonna do, if I suspect somebody's got a lightning, I'm gonna try and pull a Bill and then hang out, you know, as close to the back of the pack as possible and hope that the person and try and stay in like 7th or 8th or whatever it is, you know, towards the bottom of the pack, so that when somebody uses their lightning, I get a free dodge out of it and then I use my speed items. I also think that coin shells in the coin block are really fucking stupid as well, just because like they give everybody else coins. Like, why do I want to use these items that are going to benefit my competition? But yeah, I mean, I could see like a Mario Kart World 2 being amazing. I can't see a path forward for like making this game as it exists right now better. Like, I just don't see how you do it without actually making like an entirely new game. If you want a game that like if you wanted a game that like I think everybody agrees would be like, yes, this is a very clear step up, or a very clear, like, you know, it's not my style that I prefer, but this is like clearly like achieving everything that it set out to achieve. I don't think you're gonna find very many people that would say like this game did everything that it wanted to do and did it well. I mean, I'd be surprised. I'm sure there are people that think that, but those people are wrong, so it's okay. Can I get in a second here? Sorry, give me that spot. Like this. This is the worst item that I could get right now. Let me just... I have no need for it. Let me just give everybody behind me coins. Really bad item design. Oh, I forgot I don't really want to be using Blooper here. I want to be using, like, the real racer. Because the Blooper has really bad water speed. So it's actually way faster to go... It's normally way faster to cut across the water in Blooper. Or when you're not using Blooper. But when you're using Blooper, it ends up being a lot slower. Oh, shit. Please, leave me alone. Come on. Dude, you missed on all 4 of those, loser. Oh, dude. I probably used that too early, but... What even hit that guy? Oh, dude, that's perfect. Oh my god. Somebody shock now, please. One change I do really like, though, is the boo. I like how the boo lets you take shortcuts now. Okay. I really don't need any more of these stupid like coin blocks. Please stop giving them to me. Now, like, see, now I'm at the point where I basically have to hang back if I want any chance at winning, because, like, first place is too far gone. Oh, this is not good. And I like, this guy's bagging for shock. Come on. Thank you. I really don't have another choice here other than to just kind of, now whatever happens, I basically need to go for it. There was no way, like, if I try and get up to the front and like win by trying to run at this point, it's like, it's not gonna work. This could work, but it's gonna be close. Oh, dude, I can't believe it. Come on. If I got hit by that coin shell, I would have been so pissed. Dude, Blooper is like so unbelievably slow though. She says her name is Zelda, but she's playing on Baby Rosa. But yeah, this combo is like really crappy for this rally because this rally has so much water on it. I don't think I win this rally unless something like really ridiculous happens, like they throw a blue shell and it hits the dude in front of me. Oh, that was my one chance. Oh well. I'll take a third. Yeah, I mean, higher speed is definitely better for Knockout Tour, but like it's a balancing act. I think like Mario Real Racer is like pretty solid for. Yeah. Let me switch to Real Racer here. How do I switch? I gotta see what time it is, or not what time, but see what the. We'll go for We'll try this out, and then we'll see what's going on. How many people are watching anyway? A decent number of people. Who's interested in doing like viewer races? Anybody want to hop into like a viewer lobby? We'll join up with like a Discord room. Freezing Fire is here. You don't have a Switch too, man. I gotta try and see if I can send this video. My wife recorded a video of Roy licking the back of my head today. He's just weird. He does it sometimes. I don't know. Sometimes he does it, but sometimes he doesn't. Oh, yeah. Work on a Sunday. But yeah, I mean, at some point, like I'm like 90% that I want to finish the tutorial series, the time trial tutorial series. Like I've been back and forth on it a lot. I do have some scripts written out. I'll make at least a handful more and see how they do. I think like I had like committed to doing all the tutorials, and like I want to for sure, but it does depend on how the next couple do, because like if they do as badly as the Peach Beach tutorial, then like I think I'm kind of just like done. I have some videos I want to make. There are definitely some more like deep divey videos. My big review video for one. My review video is one for sure that I want to make. And then I have like I think is an interesting video about the point system in 24 player races that touches on some things that people haven't seen before. So I would love to do that. But then yeah, I'll probably end up focusing more on like my other channel. And maybe work on like deep divey video game, video game essay stuff, which, I think everybody and their mom has a gaming YouTube channel, but I want to try and focus. There's some things like, I think a lot of people are just like, hey man, this game is good, but I want to like focus more on like deep divey, like analysis type stuff. Like there's a channel called The Vile Eye on YouTube, and he has his whole series of this analyzing evil, and it's just like talking about like evil characters in like TV shows and games and movies and stuff, and it kind of gives like a detailed breakdown of their backstory, but also, are you fucking kidding me? Why would you use that there? Anyways, so it's like a detailed breakdown of like their backstories and like analyzes like why they are the way they are and all this stuff. And like I want to do something similar, but for games specifically, and not like analyzing like bad characters, but analyzing like the emotional story beats of games. I do have a video on my second channel already that's like Doki Doki Literature Club, which I still say is like the best video that I've ever made. I will stand by that fact. Get the fuck away from me. No, dude. Am I really getting... What is... All because that dickhead used the fucking shock right after. Fucking asshole, man. The other channel is just called Basic Gaming. What was I trying to say? What did I trick off of? Anyway, so I have a, a Doki Doki Literature Club video there. There's another video that I have on there that's like a tier list for like Poppy Playtime that nobody really cared about. The Doki Doki Literature Club video did pretty good for like, it got like 600 something views, which is like pretty solid for it being like a video that I just kind of shadow dropped on a second channel and didn't tell anybody about. I think I told my Discord server and that was it. But that one did pretty good. But I want to do a lot of stuff like that. Like I want to make a video. I want to make a video about Hollow Knight Silksong. I want to make a video about Clair Obscur. I might be interested in making a video about like God of War, the remake. But like it won't be about like analyzing the video game. It's like a specific aspect of those games, right? So like for Hollow Knight Silksong, there is a video that I want to make analyzing a very specific boss fight and like why. So there's it's basically like there's a YouTube channel called Sheet Music Boss, and they do a bunch of like piano covers of video game songs. And there is one boss fight in particular that they did the sheet music for that has like way more views than every other boss fight in the game. And it's like their most viewed video like in recent, in the last year or whatever. And I want to analyze like why is it that this particular boss theme and this particular boss fight had such a big impact on the players from like an emotional perspective. What are the emotional beats in this fight and in this music that lead to that. And then for like God of War, touching on the different ways that it handles like masculinity between its protagonists and like how it does it in an interesting way, that kind of stuff. So there's like very specific topics, right, that aren't just like this is my gaming channel. It's a very specific kind of thing. Like I want to analyze the storytelling, essentially. I'm really interested in how games like how games make you feel feelings through their storytelling. I'm in second place right now. That's kind of crazy. How are you getting ahead of me? I don't understand this. Can somebody explain this to me, please? Oh shit. Go, 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 go. Nice try. I'm just waiting for a blue to come out. I'll let you take that blue. Like, dude, why is Baby Daisy just hauling ass in front of me? I don't get it. Can I get a horn? That'd be pretty sweet. Nope. Oh, I think I hit somebody. There's the shock. So this right here, I think, is the main counterplay to shock, which is just like being in first, trying to get into first place. If you can be like in a top spot, you know, first, second, third, when the shock comes out, it's generally okay. Because if you get hit with a shock and you're like in the back of the pack, you're basically fucked. Does he still have 2 reds? Oh, there it is. That's fine. So this is a big problem because it takes a long time to get going back up to speed with Real Racer. You dickhead, why? Why are people doing this? Why do they keep throwing all their shit backwards? Like, please, stop. There's a whole group of people in front of you. I'm gonna run your ass over. Right at the line. Stupid. Anyways. But yeah, like, you know, and there'll be videos that take a long time to put together, but it's like one of the things that I think happened, it was a bit unfortunate the way that my channel got big, because, like, you know, I made a couple of videos that did really well. I got a ton of views, I got a ton of subscribers, I got up to like 40,000 subscribers, and then like I just wanted to make basic training videos, and the people that started following me for other videos weren't getting what they wanted because I was mostly focusing on basic training. And there's only so many really big deep dive topics that, you know, you can talk about in Mario Kart. I think Jopes is a channel that, I don't know what kind of black magic that guy did, but he just has a way of like finding random shit to talk about in a way that's like really interesting, but it's not the kind of things that I want to talk about. And the kind of things that I want to talk about with Mario Kart are just not the kinds of things that most people are interested in. And so I kind of hit this really weird limbo where I blew the hell up for a while, and I thought I was like the shit, right? And then that ended up just kind of, you know, the viewership kind of stagnated, and it was like really demotivating and kind of like depressing, to be honest, because it's like, oh, you know, I spend a lot of time and people aren't interested anymore, and it's like it happens, right, when you become less popular over time. But with this new channel that I'm working on, like, I kind of just don't really want to care about that stuff anymore. I kind of want to just make the stuff that I find interesting, and if people are interested, then that's great, and if not, then I don't care, because I made something I can be proud of. Like the Doki Doki Literature Club video. That video like has 600 views, 630 views, and it probably won't ever get any more than that, but I don't care, because I watch the video myself every, you know, once every few months, and I'm like, you know what, man, this is like one of the best videos I've ever made. And I don't care that it only has 600 views, because I can look at this and say that, you know, and be proud of it. But yeah, if you haven't watched that video, you should check it out. It's pretty sweet. I think I did a good job with it. I gotta use the ghost here. I didn't want anything crazy happening at the end, so. But yeah, I think that's like one of the things about like being a content creator that people don't really think about too much, is like, you know, you see channels that it's like, oh, they're like super popular, but if you look at like most channels, there's a lot of channels that exist that have like millions of subscribers, but then you go, not millions, but, you know, hundreds of thousands or even like a million subscribers, and then you look at their recent views, and it's like minuscule compared to what they used to do. And it's like, it can be very like, I don't know how to word it. It's really hard to explain to somebody that hasn't like actually tried to put together a channel like this, but it's like when you work hard on something and it does do really well for a while, you feel like you get value out of that, right? You feel like people are valuing you for the work you put out. And so when people stop watching it, which is just gonna happen because people age out of your content, they get interested in other stuff or whatever, right? You just run out of interesting things to say and people stop watching your videos. It can honestly feel like, you know, oh, I'm not as valuable as I used to be. Like, you put a lot of value into the numbers, and like your value as like a person, your own self-worth kind of becomes tied in a lot to like the numbers. And it's a very unhealthy way to approach that kind of space, you know? Which fortunately I don't really care about that stuff anymore. I did for a while. But I think I'm at a point now where I can kind of make peace with, like, you know, I'll make the videos that I think are interesting, and if no one else cares, then oh well, you know. Learning how to become a video editor and storyteller is better than just sitting around on my ass and playing games and not talking to anybody all day. You know? Oh, dude, go. Come on, man, can we do it? Oh, dude, I knew this fucking guy was gonna get red shells, man. I knew he was gonna have that. Oh yeah, anyway, Sheet Music Boss. Pretty sweet channel. I love it. Let's see. So who's actually interested in doing viewer races right now? I'm gonna just like open up a lobby and then see like if anybody's in here, then great. If not, I don't know. I might just switch. I might do something else. I might like beat the final boss of Silksong again. Or do something like that, and then get back to making a video or something, because I actually do need to record. I was supposed to record last night. I even said in my Discord, like, I'm recording, guys, and then I just like didn't do it because I was busy playing Clair Obscur. Create room. Actually, I don't want to be Daisy. Yeah, I think if I do this, if I do normal races, then I'll go a little bit more try hard. Wait. Be Nabbit. Okay, so the room code is here. Second 2MQ. Two ND 2MQ, right? Is that what it is? Yeah. What's up, Slapshine? How you doing? So, put this over here. There's the room code. I'm also just gonna plop this into the Mario Kart World Discord and see if we can get any bites over here. Post 2MD2MQ. All races, no intermissions. Wait, no intermissions. Oh, yeah, all races. Yeah, not all races. I'm just gonna say no intermissions. All good vibes. And let's do no intermissions. See more tags. We'll say casual. Beginner. Intermediate. Well, everyone of all skill levels is welcome. So post. I'm just trying to link this Mario Kart World hosting. What's up, Iceman? How's it going, dude? 24 player squad queue. For the 24 player rooms, is it like teams of 6, like 6v6v6v6, or is it like free for all? I feel like 24 player free for all would not be fun for competitive. I'm doing pretty good. I got done playing Silk Song. I got done playing Clair Obscur. And it was fun. It was a really good use of my time, I think. Canada. We got the Canadians coming in. Oh, there's a thing above me. How the hell do I get up there? If you look on the mini map, there's a question mark thing. So I gotta figure out how to get up there. So there's like a question mark box like above this little platform up here. So I gotta figure out how to get up there. .24 players always FFA. Have you played a 24 player like FFA? Like it seems like that would just be a huge like nightmare. I don't know, man. Like I've played some races in fairly full lobbies, and 24 players just is never a good time for me. I don't really understand how anybody enjoys it. Ah, here we go. So no. Anyways, there it is. That's where I gotta go. Okay. I gotta figure out how to get up there. How much driving skill is there involved in 24? Because I feel like one of the reasons I don't like 24 is there's just like too much shit going on like all the time, and it's very hard to it's like very hard to do anything without having to constantly worry about like other people's items like all the time, and it's like you can't really do any fun driving tech, at least in the rooms I've played in. But is the driving tech like the actual time trial strategies, or is it just like, oh, I'm gonna like grind on this rail so I can avoid like seeing anybody? Because maybe my experience just playing casual races online is different from how it plays in lounge. Because like online, like when you play casual races online, it's just like everybody just spams all their stuff with like no regard to like to proper brain functions at all. We only got like three people in here, right? Yeah, but like that's just so out of your control, isn't it? Because all it takes is like one blue or one red and you're just like gone, right? This is one thing I never understand. Like, you know, I hear people talk about this, and I'm not saying it's not true, but I think like I've heard a lot of people say this about like Airship Fortress, where it's like, oh yeah, man, like, you know, you just got to run it, and it's like, yeah, but like at the very start of the race, I got fucking green shelled, or I got boomeranged. Like, what do you want me to do? Now I can't be in front, and now it's like I have no choice but to just bag. That's what it feels like to me, anyways. We're not really getting more people in here, which kind of sucks. Because I put the room in the Mario Kart World server, but maybe this just... What? Oh, shoot. Okay. I'm so dumb. No, I gotta redo this. I gotta make another post in here. I think I put the wrong code. That's why nobody was coming in. 2ND, 2MQ. It really sucks, like you can't update your posts. Like you just kind of have to... Oh, I guess you can actually, I'm just dumb. I think I like leveled up in the server. Yay. Let's see, mark our world hosting, get rid of that. Let me copy the link here. Try this again. I really wish I could just like delete this. Oh, here we go. Close the post. There we go. I should have just been able to edit it, but I didn't do that. I see. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just the difference between like casual and competitive play then, because yeah, it does not feel like that at all. Playing online, like just normal races. All right, so now 2ND 2MQ, right? So I got the right room code, right? 2ND 2MQ. 2ND 2MQ. All right, let's give it a few minutes and see kind of what happens here. Usually it takes a minute and then people get in. So we got who? Iceman, Canada TNS, and Goth Girl. There we go. I think a lot of people in the server have played Legends EA. There's been a lot of chatter about that game. I haven't played it though. Oh, Run 5K is in here. Hell yeah. Anyways, yeah, I shouldn't be so much of a downer on this game. Like, I think the game is fine. The game is fine. I think it's just that 8 Deluxe was so much more than fine. You know what I'm saying? Jeff Peterson, what's up? Thank you. Always happy to hear that. I've got a really good one about the point system. I did a lot of math. I did a lot of math for the mathing. And I found some really interesting things about the point system in 24-player races. With the main finding is that the point system actually isn't as bad. It's somehow worse, but also not as bad as everyone thought it was going to be. There are a couple of ways in which it is like just obviously worse, but then there's also a couple of ways in which it really just doesn't actually matter. Goth Girl. Goth Girl subscribe, according to Stream Elements. Oh no, I'm gonna die. You know, I used to know how to do this shortcut, and then I just completely forgot since I haven't been playing the game. Or haven't been doing time trials specifically. Oh my god, I'm terrible. I know it's a rare occurrence these days. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's funny, like, you know, I do actually... Oh, okay, let me see if I can get it. Ugh. Oh, there's a thing down there. I'm gonna go down there. No. 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 Oh, I almost had it. Let's get like, see if we can get like 2 more people in here. Maybe, I think that's enough to just get started. Maybe I can just like drive off. Ugh. I think I gotta go the other way, right? Like if I want to do this, I gotta go backwards. Let's try that. I might just go ahead and get started anyways, just for the heck of it. Oh, that's it. That's how you do it. Okay, I've got this. Wait, why did my momentum completely die there? We're gonna give it like 2 more minutes and then I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with some races and see kind of what happens. Dude, I'm like, my momentum is like completely dying there. Okay, here we go. This is it. This is the play. It's just, I think I'm thinking way too hard about this. Yeah, I'm like just being stupid. All I had to do was just drive off of that. All right, we did it, boys. All right, screw it. Let's just do it. No teams, no computers, right? I think that's the standard thing is no computers. We'll do 4 races, intermission 10 seconds. Let's just go for it. Waffles at 4 p.m. What's up, dude? Waffles are good at any point in the day, so I am 100% behind. I'm 100% in support of your username. So, I have maybe a bit of a controversial take about the price increase. I think like video games have been $60 since I was like literally a teenager. So, I think it's like I don't really care. I think if you're gonna charge more for video games, though, you can't be doing the kind of things that Ubisoft likes to do, which is like, I'm gonna release a buggy piece of trash and then like just release a bunch of patches and like have the first round of gamers essentially be like a final set of beta testers, you know? Coco Roco, what's up, dude? Oh, we're playing Crown City, huh? Nice. This is not good. Yeah, like I think like I just don't really, I think it sucks. I can see why it pisses people off, but I think like it's not something that I'm like particularly offended by, because it's like everything else has gone up in price. I don't really think it's super unexpected that video games should be going up in price. But yeah, I think that if that's going to be the case, then you gotta make an effort to release a finished product. Oh, this is really bad. I should have tried to roll for like a feather or something, I think. Dude, get the banana out. Oh my god, I could not get my item out to save my life, dude. It's Nisk time, boys. Oh, actually. Oh, no, that's bad. Oh, I actually jumped over a red shell. I've never seen that happen before. Usually they just kind of follow me. They follow me like... What's the guy's name from Halloween? Mike Myers? But yeah, I agree. Basically, it's like, you know, for a AAA game that's got, you know, like this game I think is like probably worth the $80. If I get more than 80 hours of gameplay out of a game, I'm happy to pay $80 for it. You know, I go to a movie and I spend like, you know, however much. If I take the whole family out, going to see a movie is like $80. I only get like 2 hours worth of entertainment out of that. And it's not interactive. Is it more than or less than? Oh, it's not. I'm pretty sure I know what Freezing Fire's opinion on ZA is. Yeah, like I think this game is worth the $80. I would say though that there are other games that are more worth the $80. Like, dude, the fact that Hollow Knight Silksong is only $20 is crazy. There's like so much content in that game. That game is easily worth like, you know. I mean, I got like 100 hours in that game. I don't know if I'd pay $80 for it. But at least 50. If I saw that game for $50, I'd be like, that's reasonable. Oh, that was really stupid. Oh my god, how the hell did I miss that? Oh, I'm cooked. I'm cooked, boys. I feel like this actually is a pretty... Like, this is a course where comebacks are pretty easy because of the shortcuts. Oh my god. Like, look at this. Oh man, the bananas were just nasty. Oh, you stole my golden mushroom. Canada. It's always the Canadians, man. You can never trust them. Oh, what the fuck, dude? I tried to get back up there. It didn't work. Uh-oh. I think Silksong is one of those games that for me was much more fun on like my second playthrough than my first. My first, it was definitely very like frustrating and annoying, and I just felt like I was more irritated most of the time than anything else. But then like as I played it more and more, it like, I don't know, maybe I'm just kind of a masochist. Ugh. Video games have been disappointing me so much I've been reading instead. That's more money. That is a fair point. That is definitely a fair point. I've been getting books for, like, I've been checking out books from the library because I still read to my kids. as much as I can. I haven't been doing it as much because we play games now. We play Roblox every, not every night, but we play Roblox a couple nights a week. But I still read to them as much as I can, and it's fun for me because I get to do all the voices and stuff, And what makes it even more fun is like sometimes, I'll like do the voices for the characters like out of context. And then it's funny for them because they get to, it's like the characters they've been listening to. And also so we listen to audiobooks in the car a lot now. And there's this one, so I've been reading a lot of Brandon Sanderson, or, listening to a lot of Brandon Sanderson books on audiobook. And his very first book that he ever published was called Elantris. And, the audiobook narrator for that one, like, he's not bad, but he's just got this way of reading that's very like, it doesn't work well for the setting because he kind of sounds like me a little bit, but it's like a more exaggerated version of me. And so when he's trying to pronounce like words that are like specific to the world, it just doesn't work very well. But yeah, so it's like, like, so the way he reads the book, it's like, so there's two characters. One is called Raoden and one is called Sereni. And so it'll be like, crap, I'm gonna get wrecked. Let me think about like a line from the book. So it's like, so an example of something that might show up in the book is like, Raoden woke up with a burning hunger in his stomach. And then Sereni came in and asked him, "What's wrong, Raoden?" Like, it's a very like way of like reading it that just doesn't sound very good for this particular story, right? And so sometimes I'll just do that. Like, the kids will get in the car, and it's like, his daughter got in the car with a very clear expression of angst on her face. Her day must not have been very good. And then it kind of lightens the mood a little bit, I actually was thinking about like trying to become an audiobook narrator. I feel like I've got like 6 or 7 like really solid voices that I can do, and I can translate half of them to more feminine voices for the female characters if I need to. Oh my god, what am I even doing? I haven't played this track in like so long. I think I'd be pretty solid at it. I enjoy it for one. I enjoy reading to my kids. I enjoy doing all the voices, and I think it makes it interesting for them too, because I'm not just like, he went down to the store and then he did the thing and then blah blah blah. How do they flip the pages? What do you mean, how do they flip the pages? We got 6 people in here now. Oh yeah. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure they just, they'll, like, you can just have the book in front of you, or probably have like an ebook and then just read off of it. I would say it's probably similar to how I do like my tutorial series, right? Where it's like I just read off my script. All right, this is what I want to do. Kind of, not really. Go, 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 go. Yeah. Yeah, I think they basically just like read off like an ebook, if I had to guess. Nice. But dude, so in that book, Elantris, so one problem that you'll have though, if you have been reading a book and then you actually, or if you've been listening to a book and then you actually read it later, or if you like, actually the other way, if you read a book first, and then you listen to the audiobook later, it's like really weird. So there's like a character in one of Brandon Sanderson's other books, and her name is, I guess her name is actually pronounced Marasi. It's spelled Marasi. Now when I read that, I think it's like Marasi or something, right? Like I think it's like some kind of like, but then you hear the narrator read it and you're like, what? That's not her name. You can't read it like that. But yeah, I love it, dude. It's really fun for me. And I think it's fun for the kids too, so. Oh, we only have 5 in here. I thought we had 6. Yeah. I I haven't had that experience as much because like I think usually what happens is I just like if I've listened to the audiobook, I don't usually then go on to read the paperback. Actually, you know, I don't know if you are interested in like sci-fi at all, but the there's the that book series, The Three Body Problem, that was written by that Chinese author, right? Cixin Liu, I forget his name, but like, oh, okay, yeah. But the audiobook narrators, there's two of them. One of them does the first book, and then there's another one for the other two, and they actually do a surprisingly good job at pronouncing all the Chinese names. Yeah, that audiobook was like actually pretty solid. The only one they mess up, and I don't know how they got this, is for the main character in the first, or one of, not the main character, but for one of the characters in the book, the one that you first introduced to, I forget her actual name. I think it's like Wenjie or something like that. But he pronounces it like Wenxie with an X, and I'm like, where are you getting the X from? That's not how it's spelled at all. But yeah, the narrators for those books are really good. That's why, like, that's one thing I want to do is like, I think I could position myself in such a way where it's like, oh, you know, if you need an audiobook narrator specifically for like a translated, you know, if you translate a Chinese book to English, but you keep the same character names, I could do that. I'd crush it at that. Because like my actual Chinese isn't very good. Like my, you know, my vocabulary kind of sucks, but my pronunciation's like pretty solid, especially like if I get to like just read off of a page. Dude, I kind of died on that one. Oh, Goth Girl's kicking our asses. That was cool. I'll do like maybe one more of these, and then I'll probably hop off and then just start recording for my next tutorial video, because I do need to do that. I gotta come up with like a cool, like a pen name. Oh, dude, I missed it. Oh wait, I gotta just like do this right. Did I pick random? I don't remember. I think I've been avoiding random if I could, just because, yeah. Ooh, Whistle Stop. Oh, you haven't played that one today. Dude, man, Prime Video is so bad right now, man. Like, their ads, it's literally like 3 minutes of ads, you know, every, you know, 15 minutes, and it's like, dude, it's awful. Like, I'm already paying for Prime. What the fuck? Why are you giving me so many ads? I buy so much shit from Amazon. I don't want to have to pay extra money for, you know, for a subscription. So I don't have to get ads on this service that up until like a year and a half ago was giving me no ads for free. YouTube ads are also pretty annoying though. Like there's a couple, yeah, no, YouTube doesn't do the 3-minute unskippable ads, but YouTube's ads are like pretty bonkers as well though. It's really annoying. I've had situations where like YouTube gives me it gives me 30 seconds of unskippable ads. I finally get through the ads, and then it plays another ad like right afterwards, and I'm like, what the? I just watched ads. What are you doing, man? Hey, well, you are the connoisseur there, Freezing Fire. Oh, yeah. I keep hearing that YouTube Premium is like a pretty solid, like you get your values worth for YouTube Premium, but I don't know, man. I just can't bring myself to pay for it. I have no idea why. Oh, can I hit it? Oh, I got him! Eat it! How am I in second? I really got to learn the cut for this one again. It's been too long. Freezing Fire, did you watch Has Been Hotel? Did you watch the latest episodes? Oh, dang. Man, dude, go watch it. I think, plot-wise, the last two episodes have been, like, fairly okay. They've been better than the earlier ones. Actually, there's a really good song in this one. There's a song that Angel Dust sings that's really, really good. Oh, I didn't want to pick random. I am picking random, dude. I'm so stupid. I want to... can I change my vote? Please don't pick mine. I'm going to be really sad. Don't pick mine, please. There we go. Okay. All right, we passed it. But it's weird, man. I really feel like this season just feels like super rushed in a way that the first season didn't. Like, I wish there was like twice as many episodes and they spent, you know, twice as much time on each plot beat. Because it's like such a... It's like such a... I don't know how to describe it. I feel like emotional moments don't have any time to breathe in this season. Man. Has Been Hotel. It's on Prime. It's a... like... It's not a show for everybody. It's like a... It's got a lot of cursing, a lot of like... you know, a lot of drug and alcohol and sex talk in it. I honestly, like, I pretty much just watch it for some of the songs. I'm kind of big into musical theater. I'm not big into musical theater. I appreciate musical theater. And this has some songs that are very good. Yeah, I'm definitely not like into musical theater. As in, like, it's not something I just like spend my time following. It's like if I hear a good musical, then, you know, I'll check it out. Oh no, dude. The pack's actually pretty close here, surprisingly enough. Oh, dude. Crazy. Man, these ghosts will not leave me alone. Yeah, I just wanted to give you a heads up because it's definitely like it is a show that it's, you know, I don't know. It's fine. It's a good show, but it's not something I would say like everybody should watch this. But yeah, speaking of the 3-body problem, that the Chinese version of that show is on Prime, and I've heard that the Chinese version is really good, so I haven't really been able to get into it because I've just been busy with other stuff, but I want to watch it. Oh, dude. No. I'm not going random. I'm going to go to Dandelion Depths. Oh, what the hell? Oh, I see. For some reason, I thought that this was something different. Can I go this way? What's over here? Oh, no, that's just into the void. Right. I did. I watched the, yeah, I watched the whole series. I don't think it was as bad as many people are saying it was. Like, if you judge it as just a show on its own merits without the context of knowing how the plot plays out in the original, like in the original like book trilogy, I think it's not as bad as everybody made it out to be. There's certain stuff that's like a little bit kind of silly, but like overall, like I think it was fine. I kind of don't like how they made one of the there's a character from the later books that's like he's a big role in the Netflix series. It's like Thomas Wade, and they make him just like the dude that just like does and knows everything in a way that like he just never was in the original books. And I think like it's kind of weird that he just like happens to basically be the prime mover for like all of the plot points in the entire show. Like I think that was kind of a weird choice, but like overall, like yeah, overall I thought it was like fine as a show. As a faithful adaptation of the source material, it was terrible, but like it wasn't trying to be that. I'm just getting horned up all day, man. It's crazy. So I've got 1 coin. Oh my god, leave me alone. Yeah. Japanese Netflix. Interesting. What are some good shows on Japanese Netflix? The only Japanese show that I watched on Netflix, I think, was the Alice in Borderland. Oh my god. I thought reds were less common in this game. What the hell is happening right now, man? What? Dude, how did you get rid of my red shell? Oh my god. Oh, can I stay in second? Hell yeah, we did it, boys. That was close, man. Let's see. Oh, we got one more person in here. Sweet. Hendrix. Oops. Whoa. Oh, I finally did something. Let's see. No, not random. I gotta stop doing that. Where are we gonna go? Let's go to one I haven't played yet. I'm down for DK Spaceport. Redwall. I think I like read part of Redwall's like a series, right? I remember like seeing it when I was younger and like reading it. I think it's like the series with like the mice, right? Am I tripping? Am I totally just like not remembering this right? What am I doing, man? I'm stupid. It's been too long since I played this track. Oh, I wanted to fill that backwards. That was pretty sick. I actually got the strat. I'm kind of amazed. Oh my god, come on, man. Give me some... Oh man, I missed the strat, dude. Mushroom? Nah, dude. Alright, well. I gambled and it didn't pay off. And then I get fucking red shelled again. Dude, red shells, man. The bane of my existence in every Mario Kart game. Ruining my life since at least like 2019. Was that it? All right. Cool. Well, that was fun. I guess the room stays open even if I leave. So I'm gonna head out. I think I'm going to be recording my next video. I'm going to be recording the script, the audio for my next video today. So I'm going to get to that. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I will do my very best to get this video out on Monday. That was my promise. If I can't get it out Monday, then definitely on Tuesday. So it is coming. I'm going to head out so that other people can take the lead on this. Because I don't want to, because I'm the lobby leader right now. So but yeah, it was good seeing you again, Cheryl. I hope that you continue to, you know, recover and do better. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys in future streams as well. But yeah, take it easy, guys. I'll catch you in the next stream. If you haven't, if you're not in the Discord already, !Discord will bring up the link to my own Discord server where I'm like still very active there, and I talk to all the people there, and it's very fun. So yes, Melvin. I post pictures of my cat, and Melvin is Cheryl's cat. We haven't seen Melvin in a while. But yeah, take it easy, everyone. Catch you guys in the next one.